March 27th, 2002, Wednesday. Ariana has a job interview today, so I get to work this opening shift. I got here early today and had all my shows threaded 10 minutes before the first one began. Now it's 1:20 p.m. I don't have to thread again until 3 p.m. I just have to start shit. A few days ago, I came up with a cool ending to a film, but didn't know the story to take place before the ending. 5 minutes ago, I came up with the story. It's based on this story I once read. I forgot exactly where. I think perhaps in a Charles Fort book. It's kind of an urban myth, kind of a tale, but it'll be interesting anyway. That's all I have to say about it for now. Now tonight, I'll stop by CD Warehouse and pick up some new discs, and then go home, shower, and try to hook up with Kirk. It's Wednesday, so that means new South Park. I've been debating whether or not to call Lance's cousin to see if she wants to do something sometime. Tim's parents are going to be gone this weekend, so Tim's place is the place. And I have all Friday off, so that'll make it cool. 2:30 p.m. I just wrote a short 2-page treatment for the short film I mentioned. Why is it that all my stories are so dark? Why do I see beauty in pain and loss? I also described a little poem called Larissa Oleynik Blues. Watching my trailer reel last night, I saw the trailer for 10 Things I Hate About You, and I remember how much I used to long for Larissa Oleynik, primarily back in the Secret World of Alex Mack days. Man, she is gorgeous. I rarely think of her now, except when I walk by the 10 Things I Hate About You banner that we have on the wall. So actually, I think about her almost every time I work booth. She needs to be in another movie. I've always seen her as a possibility for Alice in Red Brick Enigma and for Alchemy in House on 51st. Coincidentally, both roles would require for her to be naked. That'd be interesting. Remember how I mentioned a few days back about having scenes in both Red Brick Enigma and House on 51st where people simply talk, yet they're naked? Yeah, if I cast someone as Alice, I want her to also be Alchemy in House on 51st, so it kind of fits together. 4:40 p.m. All the while, when I thread shows, all I can do to keep from being bored is to think and plan. So I spend most of my time thinking about Halsey 51st. I realized another interesting thing today that coincides in Halsey 51st, particularly in the Christian, JC, and Trinity story. To jump somewhere else for a second, the other day I realized something I did subconsciously in Red Brick Enigma. The college boy has a dream about doorways and choices, which is based on a real dream Kirk had. Then I wrote the dream sequence for the woman about doorways and choices based on a dream I had and loosely on the same one used for the college boy. Yet inevitably, the college boy and the woman end up together, so it works out that they'd be having similar dreams based on similar wants and desires. Now, to Halsey 51st. A while back I realized that all my characters need to pay for things they've done or are doing. I realized, however, that Christian was an innocent. When first created, I didn't give him a backstory or any reason to fall. Then I came up with why Christian should. But it isn't shown, mentioned vaguely, but not shown in Halsey 51st. He is going to burn for something he did in his past, and which will take place in my next screenplay, whose title as of now is And Light from Darkness. Now, I also realized that Trinity and JC are hurting Christian, and I never planned for them to pay for it. They simply slipped by, ruining Christian's life and each other's. But to have them only hurt due to Christian's death is not enough. They will get theirs. Once again, not in this picture. I plan to go back and in Light from Darkness build up the Christian and JC story more to see where they came from. But in another project, someday, JC and Trinity will get what they deserve. How? I do not know. When? I do not know. How much will they have to pay for it? A fucking lot. $10:30 p.m. On my way home from work, I stopped by CD Warehouse and picked up Roger Waters' Amused to Death, Pink Floyd's Obscured by Clouds, and the Pixies' Surfer Rosa. Went over to Kirk's and watched Greg the Bunny and the new South Park. Now I'm watching Howard Stern. I'm tired as fuck, but now I'll still be up until 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. On Greg the Bunny tonight, a box in the background had a 68 on it. On Strangers with Candy, Jerry's brother hit a ball and paddle 37 times. End quote. Preacher or poet, who was it wrote, give any one species too much rope, and they'll fuck it up. Roger Waters, song, Too Much Rope.